Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner.
Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. From timcast.com. Jim Jordan, the chair of Weaponization of Government Subcommittee. The subcommittee would conduct a full and complete investigation and study into the information revealed by the Twitter files. You know, if everybody that broke the law, if the vast majority of them are not charged, which now, my understanding of the new rule changes that are coming up, subcommittees like this one have the power to subpoena and conclude if an individual broke the law and send that to the DOJ. Now, if the DOJ will not go after somebody, very much like they did Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, and all the Trump allies, where they cuffed him in public, it looked like Navy SWAT team surrounding their house. Peter Navarro, who was an economic advisor to Trump or was shackled and handcuffed at an airport, even though he lived 1 block away from the FBI building. They waited until he was boarding a plane to go have a talk somewhere, and they did that to humiliate him and do it publicly. So the weaponization of the DOJ, the FBI, and a certain extent the CIA is real. It's real. And they're picking sides. And they're picking people that they're against. A lot of laws were broken. We're going to see if anything happens. Jim Jordan is expected to leave a subcommittee to be formed by the House of Representatives to investigate abuse of power by federal officials. Yeah, we're going to have to see how this goes. An impending House resolution indicated 13 members will serve on the committee, which will complete a full and complete investigation and study to be finalized in 2 years. What good is that? What good is that after the election of 2024? See, it's starting already. 2 years? Just about 2 years? Come on, guys. Ultimately, the investigation will determine the extent to which the tech companies were coerced or pressured to censor controversial topics to benefit the Democratic Party or the presidential administration. I understand the social media companies in that aspect, how government coerced and or gave money to social media companies to stifle, suppress opinions of people they didn't like and call it misinformation and saying it was for the country's good. I get all that. But we're talking about the weaponization of these departments against individual citizens, not on social media. I guess as a start. The Twitter files showed unequivocally that the Biden administration, as well as those within the campaign leading up to the 2020 election and pro-Biden personnel in federal government, worked to suppress information that would have been detrimental to Biden, i.e. the laptop, Hunter Biden laptop. This suppression was undertaken by telling Twitter and other tech companies that so-called misinformation would be emerging that targeted Biden's youngest and only living son, Hunter Biden. But to come out with a report on January 2nd, almost 2 months after the election in 2024, already, the Biden administration denounced the potential committee as a pointless political stunt. You don't think that the entire January 6th committee was a pointless political stunt? I mean, they got lower ratings than Cartoon Network shows. I think Leave It to Beaver on TV Land got better ratings than that. That was a pointless political stunt that took a year, and God knows how many millions. White House spokesman on investigation, Ian Smith, tweeted December 30th that House Republicans were using the investigations, and I quote, get themselves booked on Tucker Carlson instead of working with Biden or congressional Dems and take on issues Americans care about, like tackling inflation and lowering costs. You caused them. We set the house on fire, and you guys won't help us put it out. Shame on you. The committee's formation was secured during last week's Speaker of the House negotiations. While addressing Congress after swearing in, McCarthy vowed to fix the nation's urgent challenges. Urgent is going to take 2 years for this committee to finish. Wide open southern borders, energy policy, woke indoctrination in our schools, which he has absolutely no say over. That's a local issue. He also said that he would hold the swamp accountable from the withdrawal from Afghanistan to the origins of COVID and the weaponization of the FBI. Okay. McCarthy also announced the bipartisan select committee on China, which will investigate how to bring back the hundreds of thousands of jobs that went to China. China, from what I understand, is in perilous times right now. We're going to have to see how this works out. Now, we're talking a 5 or 10 year period, but my understanding is they're teetering. Although Jordan was one of more than a dozen representatives who nominated McCarthy, he was nominated for the speakership by a number of colleagues. I want to chair the Judiciary Committee, Jordan told reporters of the Capitol. I like his ability to cross-examine witnesses and get the truth for the country. And, of course, Jordan sent letters to all the big social media companies, Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, and what the extended nature of each company's collusion with the Biden administration. Well, they're saying that they were duped by the intelligence service. In other words, they told them that this is disinformation that will hurt the country, and these are foreign operatives, and these are people that are domestic terrorists within the country, and blah, 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 blah. Are they really that stupid? Or they wanted to be stupid and say, well, you know, we're patriots, so we're going to go along with these government agencies. What? Because they have the best interests of the country at heart. Very much like the Hunter Biden laptop. We didn't know that was real because the intelligence service told us that it wasn't. And, of course, just long enough to get through the 2020 election. This whole, we'll have to see. You know, sometimes you catch me on a day where I'm really enthusiastic. They're going to get to the heart of the matter. And then some days like today, it's like it's going to be more of the same. Related to modernization, deletion, suppression, that's what this website does to me and many other channels. Restricting or reduce circulation of content. There you go. That's exactly what goes on here. And anybody in Twitter YouTube that's monitoring this, your days are coming too. Elon Musk bought Twitter, but they're saying the quiet part out loud now. You're going to be exposed as well. If Section 230 gets redone, you guys are screwed. Absolutely screwed, because the complaints will pour in from thousands and thousands of small channels like myself. You guys better get your act together and get it together quick. That's all I can say. All right, I wish Jim Jordan luck. I really do. I think it's a big deal with the social media companies who were influenced or they cooperated willingly, making it look like they were asked by the American government to help the country. All right, we'll use that scam and the millions that were transferred. All right, we'll go along with that scam. We're going to have to see. I feel like Charlie Brown, the football. And Lucy says, I swear this time I'm not going to pull the ball away when you kick it. Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see if our faith in the new Congress is just plain stupidity or we're just hopeful that things will work out. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.